Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And if you're not here, welcome to the channel. And today, today we're back for another round of the Miitopia Theorizing sort of series I have going on. And this time I will be theorizing about what could be in the post game. So yeah, so also this video will touch on like a little bit of some spoilery stuff, seeing as this is the post game that we're talking about. So meaning that it's like if you don't want to get spoiled, you should probably back out of this video and then maybe just come back and watch it later if you want to. But yeah, so in the original game's post-game, we had two areas. Galados Isle and New Lumos. But yeah, and basically in New Lumos you'd basically try to like fight tough monsters or tougher monsters and see how good you would do. While in Galados Isle, you're meant to like adventure in the like undiscovered parts of the island and then find one of the secret classes, with that one being the elf class. So yeah, and also I saw a video like kind of breaking down like all the things we know about Miitopia so far. I'll probably have a link to it in the description and also in the pinned comment below. But basically an interesting thing that I saw is that it's like apparently it's like people have seen a list of songs in the in the remaster, and basically it shows that all of the songs from all the places in the original are there, except for the ones in New Lumos, which means that it's like it might not be coming back, although it's like I still feel like it could be or should be. But yeah, for now we don't really have any evidence that it is returning. So yeah, so with that out of the way, yeah, I guess let's talk about what we know, what we added in the post game of the remaster. Nothing, because it's the post game. You know, it's like a bit more of like some spoilery stuff. So yeah, obviously they wouldn't show that much of it. But that's why I'm here to theorize. So yeah, so the first idea I had is, and of course I didn't really come up with like a good name for this, but basically it would be like a doodle land. At first I thought of calling it a Doodletopia, but then it's weird because it would be in Miitopia, so it's like Topia and Utopia. It'd just be weird. So, and basically, in this Doodle land, there'd be like 5 levels, right? And it's like each level would have like around 25 enemies, but then it's like basically it's like it'd get harder and harder as it goes on. And basically it's like each enemy would be like a doodle enemy, so it's like they'd look like they'd been like hand drawn on like a notebook or like a sketchbook or like a scrap piece of paper or whatever, you know? And basically it's like in the first level it would start off a bit easier with like just like jellies, the moths or butterflies or whatever, maybe a few goblins, and then it's like as time goes on you get less jellies and less butterflies and more goblins and then less goblins and then like more like of other enemies like mummies and like the skeletons and the cobras, and then after that you you'd get even harder enemies like the dragons and the Orochis. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah. And then after you beat those 5 levels, then there'd be a 6th level, although it's not really a level, it's more of like a boss fight, and basically it would be with the Doodle Master. And the Doodle Master would basically what's it called? And it's like what I thought is that it's like it could look like a bit similar to the Puppet Master because they both have master in the name. I don't know, just what I was thinking. And yeah, so yeah, but then it's like they'd both be almost completely different. Aside from like a few looks, they'd be basically different almost completely. And basically, what they do is that they'd have like some art themed attacks. So they'd have like a paintbrush smash, and it would like it did like a splash effect of damage, and then there'd be like a pencil poke where it's just a poke with a pencil, just like a normal attack, I guess. But then also they also could like draw in a they draw in some of the doodle enemies, and it's like in phase. Okay, look, so there'd also be three phases. In phase 1, they do the more easier enemies, like the jellies, goblins, and the butterflies slash moths or whatever. And then in phase 2, they'd go on to like mummies and the skeletons and then also the doodle cobras and stuff like that. And then in phase 3, it's like they wouldn't do it as much because they're more stronger enemies, but basically in this phase they'd be able to draw in a doodle dragon or a doodle orochi, you know. So yeah. And I'm not sure how strong the attacks would be or like how much health they'd have. Okay, yeah, sorry about that, guys. My camera cut out for a second. It keeps doing that. But basically, where was I? I think I was, yeah. So basically, I'm not sure like how strong the Doodle Master would be, or like how much health they'd have, or how much damage their attacks would do. But it's like it'd probably be pretty tough. Like like not Dark Sun level tough, but it's like it'd be like it'd probably, well, yeah. I mean, like it'd be pretty tough. I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure though, if that makes sense. But yeah. So basically, so then after you beat the Doodle Master, then there'd be 2 rewards, and those rewards would be well, okay, the first reward would be that you would get a new class, and that new class would be the artist class, which basically it's like I talked about it a little bit in my Miitopia Theorizing classes video. A little bit. I didn't talk about it in full detail. Well, actually, yeah, I think I did. Okay, yeah. But basically, you would unlock the artist class. You can go watch that video for more horror information about what that would be like. But yeah, and then the second reward is something that I feel like it would just be like a great addition to have to the game. And basically, it would be the thing to it'd basically be like a training room where basically you could draw in any enemy that you've defeated and then fight them for training purposes. And this also would include like bosses too, so it's like, it's like it could be like the first slime that you defeat to like the Dark Lord himself. It could basically be just like any enemy that you defeated, It's honestly a thing that I feel like was very much needed in the original game, and I just feel like it'd be a great idea to like incorporate it in this way, so that it's like, it's like you're actually drawing them in. And I guess one other reward would be that it's like you'd get one of those medal things, it's kind of like an achievement, and like it'd say, congratulations, you defeated the Doodle Master or something, and that would be like a award thing, in your little booklet or whatever. Okay, so the other thing that I felt has been very much needed in the original Miitopia, along with a training room like thing that I just talked about, it would be an infinite level. So that's why I thought of a new post-game area where it's like it doesn't really have levels, it's just like one infinite level, and it's called the Infinite Tundra, because it's like a pun, I just thought it was funny. Yeah, and basically it's like an infinite level, but like in a tundra landscape, So yeah, so basically there'd be different battles and stuff, and it's like, yeah, so I guess it'd just be like a level, but like going on for infinity, basically. And basically it's like after each battle, it's like, it's like there'd be like a mini break where it's like, your team's just walking along like they usually do, and then it goes to the next battle, and then it's so on and so forth. It's basically just like an infinite tundra, That's all there really is to it. But yeah, so I guess those are basically my ideas for what a post game from the Miitopia Remaster could be like. What ideas do you have for a Miitopia Remaster post game? Let me know in the comments down below, and then I'll probably reply to them. Yeah. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Um, I'm sorry if I sounded a bit tired. It's actually not that late. I don't know why I sound so tired. But, yeah. Or, like, feel so tired, even. But, well, both. But you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I thank y'all so much for watching. And, yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.